Wendy Williams was a force of nature, a voice that reshaped how we talk about celebrity culture. From her rise as a fearless radio personality to her reign as the queen of daytime television, she built an empire by diving into the scandals and secrets of the rich and famous. But behind the glitz and glamour of her career lay a story of personal battles, public scrutiny, and devastating health challenges that would eventually unravel everything she had built. Once celebrated for her unapologetic style and sharp wit, Wendy became the subject of the same relentless gossip machine she had fueled for decades. Her struggles with addiction, health issues, and allegations of financial exploitation became tabloid fodder, leaving fans and critics alike questioning how one of the most powerful voices in entertainment could fall so far. Today, we're taking a closer look at Wendy Williams' life, the ambition that drove her, the scandals that defined her career, and the health battles that brought her empire to its knees. This is the story of Wendy Williams' battle with fame, scandal, and dementia. Wendy Williams' story begins in the suburbs of New Jersey, where she was born into a middle-class family during the height of the civil rights movement. As the middle child of highly educated parents, both holding master's degrees, Wendy grew up feeling like the odd one out. Her older sister, Rhonda, was an academic star, earning straight A's and graduating from law school. In stark contrast, Wendy struggled in school, graduating near the bottom of her class. Wendy's childhood was marked by deep insecurities about her appearance and self-worth. She was often teased for her dark skin and weight, not just by her peers, but by her own family. Her father would comment on her appearance, saying things like, "You have such a pretty face. If only you'd lose some weight." Wendy later admitted that she felt like she had to fake confidence just to get through the day. Instead of confronting her feelings, Wendy internalized the criticism and sought refuge in her own world. She would spend hours locked in her room, reading celebrity gossip magazines and dreaming of a glamorous life in the entertainment industry. Her love for radio began during this time, as she would play reporter, interviewing her younger brother with a toy microphone and recording herself on a cassette player. It was clear from an early age that Wendy was destined for the world of broadcasting. After high school, Wendy attended Northeastern University in Boston, initially pursuing television communications, but later switching to radio for faster career opportunities. Her ambition was unmatched. She took every chance she could to immerse herself in the industry. As an intern at Kiss 108 in Boston, Wendy made a bold move by storming into a live recording session, demanding airtime. Her audacious personality left an impression on everyone she worked with. Wendy's early career was anything but glamorous. She hopped from one radio station to another, often working multiple jobs and sacrificing her personal life to chase her dreams. She even slept in her car during commutes between New York and Washington, D.C., determined to make a name for herself. Her hustle paid off, and she began to climb the ranks in the radio industry. This relentless ambition and resilience would become the foundation of Wendy's success. But as she rose through the ranks, it became clear that the path she was carving for herself was as risky as it was groundbreaking. Wendy's big break came in the 1990s, when her bold personality and knack for delivering juicy celebrity gossip propelled her to the forefront of the radio industry. At a time when the public was hungry for behind-the-scenes stories about their favorite stars, Wendy understood how to serve up exactly what they wanted. Her unapologetic and sometimes controversial approach to celebrity news set her apart and made her a must-listen for millions. One of her signature strategies was to walk the fine line between entertainment and scandal. Wendy had a gift for extracting sensational stories from her guests, often by trading airtime for exclusive information about their personal lives. She quickly became known for her unpredictable style, with listeners tuning in to hear her unfiltered takes on Hollywood's biggest names. Wendy's segments weren't just gossip, they were a spectacle, and she was the star. But this boldness came at a cost. Wendy's willingness to push boundaries often sparked outrage. She accused male celebrities of being secretly gay, spread unverified rumors, and called out stars for their personal struggles. Her infamous comments about Tupac Shakur, suggesting he had been assaulted in prison, enraged the rapper so much that he recorded a diss track about her. Wendy, however, embraced the backlash, famously stating that any publicity was good publicity. Her confrontations with powerful figures like Diddy and Mariah Carey cemented her reputation as fearless, but they also earned her powerful enemies. At one point, Wendy was suspended from Hot 97 from clashing with Diddy over a compromising photo she allegedly planned to leak. The fallout only fueled her image as an unstoppable force in the entertainment world. By the late 1990s, Wendy was one of the most recognizable voices on the airwaves. She had developed a formula that blended gossip, controversy, and her own larger-than-life persona. Her listeners couldn't get enough, and neither could the industry. Wendy received numerous awards, including Billboard's R&B Major Market Radio Air Personality of the Year, and her star continued to rise. As her popularity grew, so did her influence. Wendy's ability to shape public opinion about celebrities made her one of the most powerful figures in media. But her relentless pursuit of success often came at a personal cost, as her life behind the scenes began to unravel in ways even she couldn't control. While Wendy Williams thrived professionally, her personal life told a very different story. Behind her brash on-air persona, Wendy was battling demons that threatened to derail everything she had worked for. Her rise to fame came with immense pressure, and she turned to cocaine to cope. At the height of her addiction, she admitted to snorting up to 2 grams a day, 4 days a week, while working her shifts. Wendy's drug use became part of her story. She openly discussed her addiction in later years, crediting it as one of the reasons for her animated on-air persona. But at the same time, it was spiraling out of control. During one shift, Wendy passed out in the studio after a particularly heavy hit, leaving dead air on the radio for over 3 minutes. Although she managed to escape punishment for that incident, her bosses eventually caught on, and she was fired. A devastating blow for the ambitious young broadcaster. But Wendy wasn't one to stay down for long. Determined to rebuild her career, she sent audition tapes to stations across New York City. She landed a gig at 98.7 KISS FM, where she developed her signature segment, Dish the Dirt, focusing on celebrity gossip. It was here that Wendy began perfecting the formula that would make her a household name, mixing scandalous revelations with sharp commentary and fearless interviews. As Wendy's career flourished, her personal life remained tumultuous. She met Kevin Hunter in the late 1990s, a man who would become her husband, manager, and protector. Kevin helped Wendy overcome her cocaine addiction, but their relationship was far from healthy. Colleagues described Kevin as controlling, and their marriage would later become a source of significant emotional turmoil for Wendy. Despite these struggles, Wendy's star continued to rise. Her transition from radio to television in the early 2000s was a natural progression. By 2008, she had secured her own daytime talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, which became an instant hit. Known for her Hot Topics segment, Wendy brought her unique blend of gossip and humor to a national audience. Her catchphrases like, "How you doing?" became cultural staples, and her unfiltered approach made her one of daytime TV's most popular hosts. However, the pressures of fame and the cracks in her personal life began to show. Wendy's marriage to Kevin was plagued by infidelity and rumors of a secret family. These rumors were confirmed in 2019, leading to a very public and painful divorce. At the same time, Wendy was struggling with health issues, including her diagnosis of Graves' disease and a frightening collapse on live TV. Wendy's health and personal challenges began to affect her career. Her once dominant presence in the entertainment industry started to waver as she dealt with mounting public scrutiny and private battles. The very gossip machine she had built was now turning its spotlight on her. Wendy Williams' decline became evident in the late 2010s as her health issues and personal struggles started to overshadow her career. In October 2017, during a live Hollywood episode of The Wendy Williams Show, she collapsed on stage. Although she returned shortly after, blaming the incident on overheating from her costume, it raised serious concerns about her health. A few months later, Wendy revealed she had been diagnosed with Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder affecting the thyroid. The condition caused symptoms such as bulging eyes, fatigue, and heart palpitations, forcing her to take a brief hiatus from her show. While Wendy reassured fans that she was fine, the signs of her struggle became harder to ignore. Her health challenges didn't stop there. Wendy later admitted that she had been staying in a sober living facility to address her struggles with addiction. She opened up to her audience, sharing that after her show, she would return to the facility to spend her evenings with others battling similar issues. While this revelation garnered sympathy, it also painted a picture of a woman trying to hold her life together amid mounting pressures. In 2019, Wendy's world was further shaken when news broke of her husband Kevin Hunter's long-standing affair and the birth of his child with another woman. This betrayal led to a highly publicized divorce, leaving Wendy to navigate her personal and professional life without the man who had been by her side for over 2 decades. Things took a darker turn in early 2022 when Wendy was placed under a court-appointed financial guardianship. Her accounts were frozen, with her former financial advisor citing concerns about her mental health. Wendy denied the claims, alleging that those around her were conspiring to take control of her wealth. She released videos insisting she was mentally sound and demanded access to her money. Fans began speculating whether Wendy's alleged dementia diagnosis was being exaggerated or manipulated for financial gain. Reports of Wendy's cognitive decline, including memory loss and erratic behavior, only fueled these suspicions. While some believed her health issues were legitimate, others wondered if she was the victim of exploitation by those seeking to benefit from her multi-million-dollar fortune. Her niece, Alex Finney, voiced concerns in interviews, questioning the motives of people in Wendy's inner circle. In 2023, Wendy was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, a condition affecting her ability to think, speak, and manage daily activities. The diagnosis led to further restrictions on her independence, leaving fans heartbroken as they watched a once dominant personality fade from the public eye. What had once been a story of resilience and ambition had turned into a tragic tale of vulnerability and loss. Wendy Williams, who had spent decades exposing the secrets of others, now found herself at the center of a public unraveling, her life dissected by the same media machine she had helped create. Wendy Williams' legacy is a complex one. For decades, she was a trailblazer in the entertainment world, breaking barriers as a Black woman who commanded her own space in radio and daytime television. Her fearless approach to celebrity gossip revolutionized the way audiences consumed entertainment news, and she became a cultural icon in her own right. Wendy wasn't just a talk show host, she was a phenomenon. But her fall from grace has sparked a mix of emotions. To her critics, Wendy's current struggles represent poetic justice for a career built on controversy and exposing the private lives of others. They see her as a cautionary tale about the dangers of pushing boundaries too far in the pursuit of fame and relevance. To her fans, however, Wendy's story is one of tragedy. They remember her as a fighter, a woman who overcame bullying, addiction, and industry skepticism to build an empire on her own terms. They empathize with her struggles, recognizing that the same boldness that made her a star also left her vulnerable to the pressures of fame. In many ways, Wendy's journey reflects the double-edged sword of celebrity culture. She understood the power of gossip, using it to build her brand, but became its target when her personal life unraveled. Her story forces us to confront uncomfortable questions. How much of her decline was self-inflicted? And how much was the result of an industry that chews up and spits out its biggest stars? Today, Wendy remains a polarizing figure. Some view her as a victim of her own success, while others see her as a survivor battling the harsh realities of life in the public eye. Her fans continue to hope for a comeback, but her health challenges and ongoing financial struggles cast doubt on whether she will ever return to the spotlight. As we reflect on Wendy Williams' journey, we're left with a story that is equal parts inspiring, controversial, and heartbreaking. She was a woman who dared to be different, to speak her mind, and to carve out her own path in an unforgiving industry. And while her battle with fame, scandal, and dementia may have taken her away from the stage, her impact on entertainment will not be forgotten. What do you think about Wendy Williams' story? Is it a tale of tragedy, karma, or something in between? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know how you feel about her legacy. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories from the lives of celebrities. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of True Celebrity Stories.